What's up, guys? I caught this argument before it got too hectic, and I want them to carry on with this argument right here. This is part 2 of Nothing But Football. Carry on with the argument, guys. We can't be wasting arguments like this.
So the argument was the placement of where the PSL standard is in relation to African football. And I was saying at the end of part 1 that it's high now, but it's not as high as you think it is. It's
top 5, my boy.
So I actually make your point. You counted with the corruption. I don't know. Maybe you want to put that point out.
We know this very well. CAF is known to be notoriously corrupt.
Yeah.
A lot of, not even just South Africa, a lot of Southern African teams have been complaining about how corrupt they are. So when you want to tell me that Ghana might have a better league than one of the Southern African nations, I can't believe you, because corruption impacts it. We look at it with what happened in the Ghanaian Professional League.
Yeah.
Where those guys were like, you know what, we've match fixing this game. And it was so obvious to see that you couldn't hide it. But because they made it further in the Champions League, you want me to believe they did it on merit?
But your point is that they made it further in the Champions League. You were saying PSL, look, it was an all South African final.
It was, but I'm saying
you can't flip and flop.
No, I'm not flipping and flopping.
If you want to take that stance, but Pizzo brings South African teams back into the forefront of the Champions League. But they weren't even a factor.
No,
because Al Ahly all day.
Yes, Lucas, I'm not talking about the winning of the Champions League, but I'm saying like I've never watched a South African team play Al Ahly, and Al Ahly wasn't the better team. I'm not even counting us as the best league in the world.
Yeah.
Al Ahly dominates everything African football. It's Al Ahly, it's Zamalek, and then it's what's that other team from another Central African team? I think it used to be Asante Kontonto or something like that.
Did their name change?
I forget what it is,
But I think what he's saying is that
TP Mazembe, them of the teams, we have to look at this football thing all inclusive, because when we invited those teams to play in South Africa in the Vodacom Challenge, South African teams won those games where there were no corruption, where the refs were impartial. We won those games. What I'm saying is, in most games when we ended up losing, the ref had a deciding factor in the penalty that won that team the game. Now, Iowa lost 1-0, but it was a fair and even square game. When in your professional leagues, I'm not talking about Egypt and stuff like that, they can point to clear match corruption to say, no, that game was bought. I can't rate your league if it's it's like the argument we have about United being, we view United as having the refs and other teams. As much as I can have that argument, it is very difficult to prove that those refs were biased. I can go into any African top in league right now, and you can clearly see, oh man, this ref was bought, which is shown about the amount of refs from these other African countries that have been banned from ever coaching any FIFA professional games again. I remember it was the Senegal ref after Senegal versus South Africa in the African Cup of Nations.
But hold on, I'm telling you standard of football. You're telling me refs.
No, yes.
So what about the players you see? You saying the player standard is the same, the same or higher?
And the ones who play in Africa, it's run about the same. The ones who play in Africa. Okay. Yes, other African countries have the Salas. Other African countries have those players. But there's other factors that you can look at in South Africa that says, okay, fine, but why aren't we choosing the guy who plays in France League 1?
Okay, but okay. Let's maybe look at this point. How often are you seeing from Premier League, from PSL to European football?
How often are you seeing from any African country to European
Often.
Football? No, it's not.
Often.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
You're telling me Mane was in Africa when they went to Liverpool? No, he was already in European football.
Yeah, that's money.
Yes, but name me any African player that came from here. In fact, I can give you most African players that left from PSL to Europe, from Africa to Europe, come from the PSL.
We'll check that stat.
No, Collins
I'm sure that stat is
let's
wrong.
go.
Wait, Collins and Basuma, 30 minutes in the Premier League.
Okay, fine.
20 minutes in the Premier League. Okay.
To tell you the truth,
Benjani. Okay, he played in PSL
the thing
also.
is, I feel as though there's a common trait in Africa. I wouldn't even say it's a PSL thing. I think it's more in Africa that doesn't actually happen a lot. Players moving from a PSL or a Ghanaian league, it doesn't happen as often as you think.
Yeah.
Because most of the players are scouted from a young age and are taken from a young age.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you guys...
It's not even taken from a young age. You know what happens, man? A lot of the African players that left Africa to go play football, it's not because they were scouted in Africa. because they have a rule about international travel or stuff like that below the age of 18.
Yeah.
Nah? So what happens is families move to Europe, got citizenship, and then children started playing football.
Doc, I'll even give you an example of, one that's known. I mean, Teko Modise was supposed to go to Europe.
Yeah, Sundowns
Remember
blocked
that?
that.
Even Percy Tau, the move was blocked for a very long time.
So, but
It's one of those things where the African teams, especially when there's interest from Europe, now they decide, okay, sharp, we're gonna get our money's worth.
Yeah.
And they're gonna try block you, especially if you're good enough, because they're gonna say, no, bruh, don't go. Like, we'll up your money. I mean, even before 2010, when Teko Modise, the money from McDonald's, they even added money from McDonald's when he was McDonald's ambassador and whatnot.
Yeah.
So that's why I say it's quite tough for African players
It's like
to
even
leave once as an established player.
even our best South African player ever to play
Benedict.
in Europe, Benny McCarthy. Nah? That boy left at what age 14 to go to Ajax or something like that.
Academy.
Right?
Steven
Academy.
Pienaar.
But it was because
Academy.
it was between the Ajax and what Academy, the two Ajax before they disillusioned that thing. It's
Sbusiso Zoom, Super Sport.
super, like it's
Because they've got an arrangement. I don't know what teams. So it's one of those.
either way. as I was
Super
trying-
Sport is Feyenoord, I think.
Yeah, fair enough. But even now, when you start looking at it, it's a lot of European teams that come to set up their sister academies in South Africa because the football is more organized and stuff like that.
there's money,
Which is why also a lot of young African players from in and around Africa come down to these South African leagues because it's their best chance of getting
I
out
think
into Europe.
if you go have a look right now at the amount of young South Africans there are in the world, you'll be surprised.
Do you think it's more than the young Nigerians or the young Ghanaians?
No.
No, it's not. Nah.
But I'm just telling you that-
it comes back down to.
Guys, I'm not shitting on PSL. I'm just saying.
But I'm listening
It's
to
not
what
as-
Lucas,
it's
but
not
listen
the
to what
top-
I'm saying.
Yeah.
What I'm
You
trying to
say
say
top
to
two,
you, man, what I'm trying to say to you is, man, even these young Nigerians and whatever that are currently in Europe, it's not for football reasons because it's illegal for you to move from club to club within South Africa, within Africa to go
Guys,
to Europe.
we are actually wasting time.
I can't understand.
I
Can't even find it.
I was
I can
literally
put my
looking.
life on it. If somebody can prove me wrong,
Life!
I can prove my life on it.
Life!
No, I was trying to find bigger or top 10 transfers out of Africa to Europe, like from African clubs to European
They
clubs.
all come from South Africa.
Hey?
They all come from South Africa.
I wouldn't.
I can bet on that.
I wouldn't
They
agree
all
with
come
you
from
there.
South Africa. Guys, you know why I say they all come from South Africa in some way or form or other? It's the most televised league, South Africa. Out here. Other African countries
you,
won't
you
have that
pay
thing.
more for a guy from Germany. I mean, from Egypt.
Yeah, but from Egypt. But Egyptians don't
Joe,
like.
do you remember the guy that went to Hull and scored goals at Hull? The Egyptian guy. What is that guy's name? Zaki. Amir Zaki or something like that. That nigga bet from there to go score goals in the league.
Yeah.
The Egyptian one is probably easier.
Egyptians generally do not leave their country, man. So that's why I'm not even saying. I'm not saying Egyptian players are not better than South African players.
Yeah.
I'm telling you where most of them come from.
Guys, we're wasting time.
Okay, sure.
We're wasting time. This is an interesting topic, but it would be interesting if we had our facts. Right
Sure,
now, it's
okay.
just he says,
My
she
facts.
says.
You guys are saying no.
You have no facts
facts.
whatsoever.
let's-
Oh my god.
Let's name the
You-
players
No,
who left from the
no,
African League. I can
no,
name them. You
no.
can't name me from any other African.
No.
I can name
No.
every player that's left from South African League to
No.
Europe. Y'all can't give me one name.
This is petty
Because
because
it's not
even
petty.
name the
You
club.
guys say it's petty when my name is involved when I have the facts.
but this is why I say you're sucking thumb right now.
I'm not
My
sucking
boy.
thumb. I can name them off the top of my head. From Collins and Basuma, that Benjamin Mendy, Tico.
Collins and Basuma's from Zambia.
Yes, but he left from the South African League to up there. I didn't say they have to be South African.
Oh.
I said they come and scout them from South Africa.
All right.
There was old John
We're
Mabuzela.
wasting time.
No,
This
Pushin,
is
I'm proving my point.
I'm sorry.
You see what happens when Chris is right?
No, we are
I'm being
wasting
silenced.
Not right at all.
What
I'm
I'm saying,
being silenced.
what I'm saying is that we can rather have this conversation
Without facts, okay.
Yes, with
Okay,
facts.
I'll wait for you guys to come with facts. I'll repeat
And
the
then
same
you make
facts.
up some more.
And what make up some more?
That's why I say
I'll
with
come
facts.
with the same facts again.
There's a lot of things that I'm sure people would rather hear about than about exports that Europeans that have gone to Europe. I actually thought I'd bring up another interesting topic because Juventus is in trouble again.
Yeah.
with Massimo Allegri or whatever his name.
No. So apparently documents have been seized because of relating to player transfers and financial accounts. So it seems as though they've been lying about some amounts and how, value. I don't know what's going on, but...
So Ronaldo might have his first financial scandal.
So they're looking into...
Now it will be the club.
So they're looking into...
but you get what I'm saying, being involved in one.
Oh.
So it actually brought up an interesting topic that I actually wanted to ask you. Do you guys think it's just Juventus?
In world football?
No. In Serie A?
No.
In particular?
The mafia comes from that country. You're going to have me believe it's just Juventus.
Yeah.
And I think it's a... What you call this thing? It's not just a Juventus problem. I think because the English Premier League is so dominant, and I mean just the English Premier League, that top teams like Juventus and all these other teams have to find creative ways to compete in the Champions League with all these other teams. Fine, they have dodgy transfer dealings. How much debt has the Spanish clubs right now?
It's ridiculous.
Besides Bayern Munich, how good are the other German teams in the Champions League? It becomes very hard to compete because even within England themselves, everybody down from the Premier League, everybody from below the Premier League are complaining that the Premier League has too much money. Saying no, the money needs to be split more equally across the football leagues and what because these smaller clubs feed into the Premier League either way.
Yeah.
And I kind of buy that argument. Hey, yo, man, but my money is my money. People are watching my product. It's what's this thing? It's I forget what the word is I'm looking for here, nah? But as great as the Premier League is, nah, it's a disease of what they are trying to achieve. Like, like when you start eating good, you start eating life and like nice. All of a sudden you got gout.
Sure.
You didn't have gout when you couldn't eat meat. Disease. You know what I mean? It's the king's disease, those type of things. So it has to, some Premier League clubs have to be a bit more like, we need to keep it going. Nah? But then it's like, man, like, I'm the star of the show. What do you mean I have to give you 10 million of my 100 million? And stuff like that. But either way.
So I haven't read the report all the way or whatever, right? But it's essentially they were misstating their assets or whatever. But the most curious part for it's an actual crime because Juventus is on their stock exchange. Like as in so this is not just a football crime. This is a actual crime. So I want to see how that plays out. Because falsifying your things on a stock exchange is an actual crime. This is not just you did something wrong to Sepp Blatter.
No, true, man.
I want to check it. I'll actually check out on that.
Yeah, I also wanted to see it because it's a recent story. I didn't actually get to read up on it. But it actually, the reason why I'm asking, because I recently watched that documentary where they were exposing Juventus for their match fixing.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
the
bad sports. I was watching that, and the guy who was the sporting director at the time said something which actually has stuck in my mind for a while. He said, "Do you think I'm the only guy who does this? Everyone in this league is doing it, except I'm the one who's been scapegoated because of how well Juventus are doing." And it actually brought me to thinking like, hey, especially in Serie A, obviously there's a bigger, there's a bigger piece, there's a bigger puzzle that we have to look at because we can't just think that it's happening only in Italy. I mean, in Premier League, they're selling clubs to drug lords and guys involved in espionage and whatnot.
They don't give a damn,
They don't care who you are, dude. Like, I'll send you that other video. It's from a while back, actually. It's from a while back where that was actually explored, where they sell these clubs to some people with some bad history in the Premier League.
In the Premier League, Remember we were saying with the Saudis, remember that deal took 2 years to go and people thought it's because they rectifying the human rights, whatever. And it was just on some, they're pirating the Premier League in Saudi.
Bruh, and have you noticed this is where you
but
find
those Arabs don't give a damn about international law. It's like, we'll pirate it, and what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? We got all the oil over here. We
make the laws here.
Yes. I mean, those guys have been doing human rights violations for so long, but just because they've got money, they're that rich uncle that always beats up their wife, though.
If the amount of workers that have reported to have died that worked on the Qatar World Cup stadiums. If that happened in SA, remember when we were doing nothing wrong and the whole of Europe was on some, it shouldn't go there. There should be a last emergency. Like 2,100 people have died. In making the World Cup stadiums. I don't think any
2,000.
I don't think any African
Wasn't
country.
it 6?
I think
1,000.
My boy, it's high.
For the Qatar one.
My boy, it's high.
No, I know people were dying, but I mean, those numbers.
I think since they started, I can't remember if that's
it can't be thousands.
It's thousands, my boy.
Dude, it's thousands.
It's
they
just
said
being covered.
From construction-related deaths, it's like in the thousands. And their ones are bad because it's like some people are starving because they're not getting enough food and stuff like that.
Long days,
people are falling off from. Dude, it's bad.
Yeah.
We're gonna look at this one day and actually,
Okay.
Well, not on the podcast per se, but I'm saying as humanity.
6,500 migrant workers might have died in Qatar since World Cup award.
6,000.
It's even Bash's might.
But
it's like China. Who you gonna get the information about our country from? Us.
Hey.
China even duped Wall Street. No repercussions, boy.
Yeah,
we
so
need to start moving like that as an African country, saying, we got all the resources. What you want?
We alright.
So, guys, I was actually gonna get into, well, I guess it's the hot topic because of how unfair it was. But I figured let's actually get into Ballon d'Or and talk about it. We're not going to be those type of people who are gonna act like it never happened.
Yeah.
But it did. If you guys are not aware, Ballon d'Or recently happened. And congratulations to Lionel Messi for winning his 7th Ballon d'Or. Robert Lewandowski was actually, they made an award the same night for him. There's a new award in the Ballon d'Or ceremony about the best striker. He was given the best striker award to shut him up. But he came number 2 as in the Ballon d'Or rankings. Jorginho, surprisingly enough, was the number 3 player. So he actually came 3rd in the top 3, which is quite a hectic feat. And I think there was also something that caught my eye. This was apparently the first time in 11 years that Cristiano Ronaldo was not in the top 3 of Ballon d'Or. So I thought we'd just break that down. Let me give you just the top 10 of the Ballon d'Or.
Do you really care about the top 10 or the top 5?
Okay, top 5. 5th, N'Golo Kante. 4th, Karim Benzema. 3rd, Jorginho. 2nd, Lewandowski. 1st, Messi. Obviously, yeah. But yeah, I thought we'd just talk about that, guys.
Messi deserved it.
Lionel Messi. Do you think he deserved it?
He was currently the world's best player last year.
Really?
Nobody did more for him than his team.
Okay.
Nobody did more. Like, my argument's always been the same. Don't bring trophies into things about individual awards. Which is what Wenger also said, that maybe we should get rid of individual awards in football because it's a team sport either way. But who was the best individual player? It's what people keep on saying now, that it's Ballon d'Or is basically a publicity thing. Now, because there are some players who didn't make the top 20 or top 10 that had better seasons than some of the other players listed below. Because are we looking at how influential you are in the team, or we're looking at if you won trophies? Nah? There are some players who are lucky to be on that list because they played for good teams. Nah? It's as simple as that. But when you look at the amount of goals Messi scored, the amount of assists Messi put into his team, and how influential he was in keeping Barcelona semi-competitive up until they met some of the more well-organized teams, he is the best player in the world.
Got knocked out in round of 16, but
okay. Against who? The team? Which team?
But I think let's just take a quick break, because I actually need to Google something for us, guys, because I just want us to actually have something factual prepared. But give us a moment and then we'll return. Pardon the interruption. Obviously, life does go on. We needed to go do some things. Just a little bit quick.
They were trying to fact check me and got proven wrong, as always.
Yes, it was just a little fact checking, but nonetheless, let's just get back into it. I think the question that we'd gotten into was the Lionel Messi. Did he deserve it? And I think you were touching on it.
He deserved it. As much as it hates to say this, nah, he has been basically the best football player for the past 10, 11 years. Imagine if Messi won every Ballon d'Or for the past 10, 11 years. Nobody would be interested in that award. So every once in a while, you have to go throw it to a young Luka Modric, a young somebody who's not Cristiano and Ronaldo as well. Because if we're being honest, in football terms, the two best players that should have only won the Ballon d'Or in the past 10 years is most likely Messi and Ronaldo.
Okay.
Individual season-wise, nobody's had better seasons in the past 10 years.
I was going to step in right now and actually offer a counter-argument because I feel like for the last 2 years, it was Lewandowski's season. I mean, even for Messi to mention it, as in like, bruh, last season, my friend, you were on fire.
Yeah.
And you know that this season he scored more goals.
Yes, he scored more goals, but last season he should have won it. Yes.
But I'm saying he's got more goal contributions
Let
this
me put it
season.
this way, guys. Let me put it to you this way, nah. Bayern Munich without Lewandowski, they put Chipa Mutuang and they still score. They still win games.
Okay.
Barcelona without Messi was that Ronald Koeman.
Okay, but
mess of a show.
I think you're giving Chipo Muting a little bit of high praise because
I'm not giving him praise. I'm saying that's how great the Bayern system is.
I think your measurements are different on the left and right.
How?
Because when we talked about the influence you have on your club, you're like, no, it depends on trophies.
Not that
Now you're saying without him.
I never said. I said influence on your club. I never said it depends on trophies.
Yeah.
I said he got his team competing towards trophies. I never said the measurement was winning trophies, because I said individual players don't matter on trophies, individual merit. Now, which is why I said in a team-based sport, there shouldn't be individual awards in the first place.
Okay.
Because I could be blessed to play in a good team. John O'Shea has more than 5 Premier League titles. But he is not top 100 Premier League players ever.
No, 100%. But if you writing someone off because their substitute also does well,
I'm not writing him off.
And Chipo Moting did well against a 4th-tier German side. So please, let's not...
He scores in the Champions League too. Well, I'm not writing him off.
Your team must fall apart when you're not there to show how great you are. Because that's what you're using to hype Messi out.
I'm not. I'm saying... I'm not saying your team
when
must fall apart.
When Lewandowski doesn't play, Chipo Moting still scores. But when Messi doesn't play, it turns to shit.
And I'm saying that... Okay,
so
fine.
Why is that a factor?
Okay, how many goals last season did Lewandowski score more than Ronaldo? And then Messi?
I'm not sure
10,
how many, but I know
11.
he scored. I know he scored 60. He had 64 goal contributions.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry, 64 goals.
64
goals during the course of this year.
That's higher than Messi and Ronaldo's record. Are we sure it's 64 goals?
I'll look now. I'll even check. But I feel as though this year he's got more than Messi.
Yeah, he's got more, but Messi's got most probably double the amount of assists that he has. I was the better player. I scored at a level that's close to you, and I assisted at double the level that you did.
Interesting. With the most goals and assists in Europe. Hold on, I'm checking now.
Okay, no problem.
Obviously, it's Lewandowski.
No, I'm saying split them up individually because he might have more combined. Because he'll have more goals overall.
Isn't that a broader measurement thing?
Oh, sorry.
I could score.
You said just now you might have more assists.
No.
You prefaced that if Messi was higher than that, you were going to jump on it.
No, but he's giving me combined. I can have 64 goals and assists, but scored 60 goals.
Yeah.
I gave 4 assists. The other player could have 54 goals and assists. Nah? I scored 30 goals and 24 assists. I was the better player.
This one is not really showing it's not showing for the calendar year, but it basically it's showing for last season. Okay. So I think maybe that is why Lewandowski might have a higher tally. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, this is when Messi was still at Barcelona. This is when he had his so-called influential season, according to you.
Yeah, and he was the highest goal scorer and assister.
23 goals and what?
Just in the league.
Yeah, he had 23 goals.
Just in the league?
Yeah.
Lewandowski had like 30 goals in the league.
41.
Yeah. 41, okay. And the assist?
Bang!
And the assist?
It doesn't show you assists. It's basically just the thing that says goal contributions. He just netted 41 goals.
Oh, I hear you.
He broke Gerrit Muller's record.
I hear you, but then
most
you know
goals.
the thing what defenders are complaining about when they complain about Ballon d'Or. I as a defender could basically not win it because I'm not scoring goals.
But you as a defender know it's harder to be a striker. Scoring goals is the hardest thing in football. Now you want a pat on the back because you chose the easy thing. No goalkeeper starts as a goalkeeper. They all wanted to be strikers, then you move backwards.
If you're a defender, you really have to do a lot.
How many defenders were defenders since they were 9? Half the time that I was a striker, and then you got pushed. There's levels to the shit, is what I'm saying.
So we're saying that. So what we're saying is that strikers are the default for Ballon d'Ors then.
It just happens in this age of stats and analysis. It's just the way it is, and this is why.
Fine. Let me
look at how you measured the difference between them. You didn't say who plays. You said numbers.
Okay, fine. Let me put it this way.
You said numbers. That's how it works.
Okay, let me put it this way. We should scrap Ballon d'Or.
I actually agree with you.
We should scrap it because now we get into a thing that what you call this thing. Lewandowski can score all the goals he wants. Now, if Bayern don't have the best defense, he doesn't get to that level.
But this is why, for me, I hold the.
Isn't that the same with Messi? If Messi's defenders doesn't, Messi played with Rafa Marquez, Puyol.
No, but I'm saying that's what I'm saying.
One guy's teammates.
Yeah.
No, but Lucas, I'm not making an argument for Messi now. I'm making an argument for all players in football to get rid of it because it favors strikers when strikers need defenders as well. So if we want to get back to, we can say we can scrap all of Ronaldo's Ballon d'Ors, we can scrap all of Messi's Ballon d'Ors.
No, but everyone needs everyone. It's quite simple. This is why, for me,
the last defender was what, Cannavaro?
Yeah,
to win that thing.
But this is why I hold what's his name? I hold the FIFA awards a little bit more higher and the UEFA awards a little bit more higher.
You know how I can put it, man? Salah without Van Dijk in the team gets nowhere near Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
No.
To take the pause then just overlap now.
No, but I think let's just wrap it up.
My boy, I've got to.
Okay.
All right, no stress.
Yeah.
No, as in wrap it up with Harden.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, man.
This is a busy man. He's a busy man.
Yes.
But either way, as I was saying, Ballon d'Or, it is what it is. It happened like that.
Yeah.
Literally saying take the break and overlap it. It's like don't put the part of me walking out the room.
That's fine, dude. It's natural life. Let's just carry on because we are about to wrap it up anyways. I was just gonna say that I think we have our differences in opinions. You saying Messi won.
Messi's been the best player ever since Ronaldinho left football.
Yeah. But I think we can leave it there because he did win. We'll carry on with this conversation another time. I think we've argued enough. So guys, thank you very much for watching part 2. But I think we'll catch you next week.
1, 2, 3.
All right then. Cheers, guys.